What do you think of Loyola food?
Delicious.
What do you think of Loyola food?
Horrible.
What do you think of Loyola food?
Okay.
I'm Bo Mitchell. I'm from Bethesda, Maryland. I live in East Newman, and I'm a sophomore here at Loyola College.
I'm Ryan Hogan, I'm a senior finance major at Loyola College. I live right off of Lake Avenue on Stanton Avenue.
Are you buying meals or do you cook? I don't really cook. I buy meals, like frozen meals a lot of the time.
But you live in
stir
do
fry.
you like to cook?
Yes.
What would you make if you could cook?
Probably a lot of chicken.
What would you like consider as like your like normal day in terms of like food intake from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed? What do you usually do? Where do you usually go to eat?
Well, I'll wake up, grab a cup of coffee from across the street at the Glass Cafe, which is run by a catering organization. Then I'll have a protein bar in my first period class. After my first 2 classes in the morning, I'll go to Eddie's or any other local deli. Usually get like a grilled chicken sandwich on wheat bread, a little Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomato. After that, I'll have a snack in between, usually a protein shake, and then I'll go to the gym. After the gym, I'll get dinner, usually make myself another sandwich, or have dinner with my friends, but usually stick to a salad or something else that's relatively healthy.
So do you ever eat on campus?
No, I don't eat on campus. I don't think the food's that healthy. I could get better food off campus for less money.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday are all very similar. I've got classes at 10, 11, and 1. I usually just wake up and go right to my 10 o'clock, then right to my 11 o'clock, and then I'll eat stacks with a couple of classmates of mine. So stacks, and then I'll go to my 1 o'clock, and then after that I usually eat dinner, usually downstairs, and that's what I'll eat on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I have I've got physical training at 6:30 in the morning, and then my first class is at 8, so by that time, I'm very hungry. I'll get breakfast downstairs. Sometimes I'll just get one of the little cereal bowls, or sometimes they have really good breakfast downstairs. Like I'll get like an omelet or some type of a breakfast sandwich. And then my next class isn't until 2 or 3, where I have military science or military lab, and then I'll usually again either get dinner at Boulder, but usually downstairs, and then sometimes again if I have my friends, and I will use a car to get food someplace else. Usually I go to eat at Primo's, which is right downstairs because it's convenient. What's this guy right here? Can I get one of those, please? If I want to get food in between classes, because Boulder's right there, I'll go to Boulder.
ever eat at like one of the small places like Salsa Ricos or Stacks?
Yeah. Not as much salsa ricos. I'll eat that, every couple of weeks. But I really like Stacks.
Stacks.
Yeah, good sandwiches.
But Primo's offers like a different sort of food, don't you think, than Boulder?
It's more like variety. It's like that. Like I like it better. But I also think it's because I never have it. I like it. Like it's almost like I have Boulder all the time, so like I'm sick of it.
So do you ever eat on campus?
No, I don't eat on campus. I don't think the food's that healthy. I could get better food off campus for less money.
When you did live on campus, did you eat on campus, or did you find yourself more so going off campus to eat?
Depended on my schedule, but most often I'd head off campus rather than stay on campus and eat the food. Like I said, it's more expensive, and I find it to be less healthy and less appetizing.
How often do you eat in Primo's or Boulder? Because you live in Seton, so what would you go to
I
first?
go to Boulder because I'm in the student center a lot.
Okay.
But I don't eat that. Well, I eat salsa ricos like twice a week. And that's pretty much the extent of it.
You like Salsa Ricos?
I do.
What do you get at Salsa Ricos?
Well, I'm trying new things. I'm trying to work my way through the menu currently. But usually just quesadillas.
What do you think of Loyola food?
It's alright.
What do you think of Loyola food?
It's good.
I'm a sophomore MS2 cadet for Army ROTC.
Okay. Do they like specifically, tailor a regimen for you? Do they give you a regimen, like a dietary needs, because it's such a rigorous program, and
They don't provide anything like that, but we have physical training twice a week, and we have what's called the APFT, which is the physical training test, and we take that about 2-3 times a semester. And during that, you have to do a certain number of push-ups, sit-ups, and run a 2-mile run in under a certain amount of time. And you can't complete all that if you're out of shape. So I think it's pretty much on you, just to be responsible and make sure you don't get out of shape. And they also weigh you, and you can't be over a certain weight in relation to your height and age. So they make sure that you do stay in shape.
My name is Shelley St. Ledger. I'm the general manager here with Sodexo. I've been here 9 years. Started with the company as a production manager, which is a back-of-the-house sous chef, and then have worked my way through all ends of campus, working at Primo's and Boulder, and became the general manager last year. Sodexo's mission is to align with the college, creating an environment for the students that's warm and friendly. We try to have a lot of local sustainable foods, which we purchase through one of our vendors, which is very local. We serve vegetarian options at most of our stations, which a lot of students don't even realize. So it's a matter of marketing to them to have them see and understand that we're trying to have them eat healthy if they choose to.
what do you think of Loyola food?
Sucks.
What do you think of Loyola food?
Okay.
Here at Loyola College, we have a lot of options for you to choose from. You can choose from your healthy salads, the Mediterranean, the yogurts, our pizza and pasta stations, which is a carbohydrate-friendly item if you eat it in the proper portions. You have the options to eat healthy if you choose to, or you have the options to eat your cheesesteak subs and your French fries if you so choose.
At home I have access, not that it's healthier, but access to more like a variety of foods, whereas here, I don't go food shopping as often, and I have a limited supply of in-house food to prepare for myself. And at home, my mom shops all the time, so she'll pick up a variety of healthy food, so I have just access to more.
I definitely eat a lot healthier. My mom makes sure of that. She's Italian, she would eat good food, but I do eat more at home because it's healthier food, so I don't mind eating more, But here, if I were to eat, 3 of these paninis a day, I wouldn't be able to pass the APFT. But I do eat more, I eat healthier, but I still here eat 2-3 meals a day, so it's not bad at all.
Do you eat the food here at Loyola?
I do. I actually eat every day, my lunch and my dinner before I head home every day.
Honestly, do you like the food?
I do. My favorites are the soups, and here at Primo's I enjoy the chef's table in the International Station in the evenings. And at Boulder Garden I eat the paninis and the salsa rico.
One is proximity, so it's convenient, but also there are, that's very similar. It's not it has I guess a little more variety, but overall I think just the quality is better. I've talked to people who agree that the pizza downstairs is a lot better than pizza in Boulder. So I think just overall they put a lot more time and effort into the Primo's than they do Boulder, and I think you can see it and taste it in the food.
What do you think about the food on campus?
I don't eat it.
What do you think of Loyola food?
It's not good.
Have you ever seen any documentaries regarding food?
Supersize me.
What are your thoughts on fast food?
I'm a fan. No, I know I shouldn't eat it, but I just got coupons, so no.
I do sometimes go to shoot 'em up Wendy's and sometimes place along York, but that or maybe Chipotle is I'm a big fan, but I usually do that maybe once or twice a week, and now also eating pizza out along York Road. Other than that, I usually just eat on campus.
What are your thoughts on fast food?
Well, I used to work in fast food, and on my last day I read the ingredients and I felt bad serving it. And I was reading them out loud and my boss yelled at me and told me to talk quieter because there were people eating. I'm like, this is what they're eating.
Well, not always. I didn't always eat healthy. Up until about sophomore year in high school, I ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. And meaning I would eat fast food if I was in a rush, whereas now I would never eat fast food regardless of my time constraints. But when I started getting really into sports, I started eating healthier. My habits at home changed. My mom would cook a lot healthier meals. So I guess it was an upbringing type thing. My family started leaning towards the less fatty foods, less caloric foods. And from there I just continued on, and now I'm to the point where it's kind of a habitual routine. I don't eat anything that would go against my healthy eating habits.
You feel like if you had a car at your disposal, you would eat elsewhere more so than Primo's? Or do you think the Primo's food suffices?
I think I would actually put in some of those other places more regularly. I think I'd go to Chipotle more, maybe Panera down York. I think it'd be more of a regular thing for me than I do. Again, it's only maybe once a week I go to these other places, but it would definitely be more convenient if I had a car.
Okay. Obviously my lifestyle is going to change a lot from here on out, but I feel like if I can maintain a healthy lifestyle in college, then I'll be able to maintain a healthy lifestyle for the rest of my life. I mean, I'll be having a steady income, so I'll be able to afford grocery stores like Whole Foods, and I just feel like I'll have more time to prepare healthier meals. Whereas at school, you're not on a time schedule. You're all over the place, and I feel like I'll have a lot more access to healthier foods and healthier living habits.
What do you think of Loyola food?
Fatty.
So then, overall, do you find the food on campus good?
Not really. I don't really get things from the grill or the Sky Ranch, whatever thing.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of it.
Because it doesn't taste good, or you're stretched out?
No, it tastes good, but it's really fatty and just heavy food. I don't want to eat it.
Lastly, if you had one piece of advice about the food on campus to an incoming student, what's the advice you'd give? And what's the recommendation you'd give?
Wow. Recommendation is Definitely try to not be too consistent, or else you'll get sick of the food really fast. Try to vary it between Boulder, Primo, Stacks, and don't pass by Stacks. Stacks makes great sandwiches. And they always have the salad bar filled up downstairs, so you got to eat healthy every now and then. So might as well make yourself a salad.
Do you think the food at Loyola is good?
I think it feels salty. Like everything's really salty. So I feel like bloated when I eat it. Like I feel like even if I go to the gym, like even if like I'm trying to eat healthy, like I'm always bloated because it's so salty, like and high in sodium.
What do you think of Loyola food?
Horrible.
It's something that like I couldn't eat all the time.